Hey, you hear me laughing in the background, I guess. Green Bree. Anyway, she sang one powerful prayer yesterday, and it come right to pass this morning. God has worked fast around here. Um, so this morning I want to read from the book of Galatians 2:19 through 20 that says, "For when I tried to keep the law, it condemned me. So I died to the law. I stopped trying to meet all its requirements so that I might live for God. My old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. And today, I'm just so grateful that I'm so grateful for the ultimate sacrifice, that God gave his only Son to die for our sins, and to redeem us from this sinful world and, just give us the opportunity and set the examples for us to just be good and generous humans. Um, when I came across this last night, like I truly, truly felt this verse. I've read it before. I bookmarked this a few times actually, but for some reason last night, and I guess you know what it's about. A lot of times we read the book, right, and we understand the verse when we read it by the situation that we going through, right? So it's like you read one chapter and you going through one thing and it relates to you in one way, and then you read it again and it relates to you another way, right? And this one right here just resonated with me last night because, I just in all things, like I just give thanks for everything. But like I just have this overwhelming feeling of gratitude recently that that I did get baptized and that I did give my life to Christ. You know what I mean? Because like where would I be without Jesus in my life at this point? You know? Where would I be without the love of God covering me, and protecting me and shielding me? And then not only that, for it bringing me that peace, which is which is how I understand and how I know that God lives in me, you know? Like it's that peace, it's that sense of peace, it's like that just that overwhelming feeling that no matter what, you know, like somebody do to you or you do to them. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say you do to them because I feel like I ain't do nobody nothing, but either way. But no matter what they do to you, that you could turn your cheek or that you could say, that I love you and that I can pray for you, you know. This weekend, I had my heart broken by something, you know. When I say that, it was a good friend of mine. I mean, somebody I really had for a friend who was with me in Freeport. He was from Nassau, you know. Me and him was in the maritime industry together, you know. I considered him a friend, it was his wedding and everything. And another friend of mine sent me a video, I mean a whole video of this man sitting down to a breakfast table and literally bad mouthing me and saying the most hurtful things about me. And what was so hurtful though is that he tried to tarnish my business and like just for no reason, like it was literally no reason. I never do this man nothing. There's somebody I ever used to keep in my breast. And I was so hurt, I was hot, like I used the word joy, I was heartbroken, you know. But I also realized, I say, what would Jesus do? You know? And I called him. And the old me would have slide up on him. No joke. But you know what the new me did? I call him. I say, bro, I send him the video and I say, hey, I forgive you. I say, I don't understand. I probably never understand why. But I forgive you, boy. I say, boy, whatever it is, I just forgive you. Whatever you going through, I forgive you for that. I say, and I can keep you covered in my prayers, boy, because you battling something with way bigger than me. Because I wouldn't never do that to someone I love. Never. I said, but you break my heart, bro. And I just hang up the phone. He sent me these text messages. And, you know, it wasn't me he was talking, but I could hear him clear as day. But then I also realized that he just was a tool of the enemy and he was open to the enemy. Christ wasn't living in him. Because if Christ was living in him, he would have never hurt his brother. And I realized at that moment in time that I do have Christ living in me because I forgave my brother. So anyway, guys, thanks again for giving me a listening ear. Thank you for just being a good support system to me and my family and the prayer warriors behind my back. So again, I love you all, and I'm Kerry, and I relinquish my mic.